I can use all my superpower building companies in mental health. But my first serious company was 22. Later, I used to be a VP in different companies and different positions in Silicon Valley, in Switzerland. I really didn't understand how people pay money, raise money for nothing, for just an idea. My daughter, she's 11, right now launched a company. She wanted me to invest money. This will be a new norm to deal with your mind in a new way.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Unit City Podcast.
Hi, and welcome again to Unit City Podcast. We are so happy to record our next episode, and this time we have a very special guest. So before we go into the full round introduction, I just want to thank all of you for watching this Unit City Podcast, and we hope to bring another very interesting story to you today. So welcome again, Diana. It's so great to have you on the podcast, and I want to start with a little bit of interesting question. Maybe with that you could introduce yourself and, have people to get to know you. Yeah. I saw on your LinkedIn that you compare mental health to like brushing teeth. Mm-hmm. Could you introduce your company, based on that example?
Sure. Actually, I'm a serial entrepreneur. Thank you for having me here. And this is my 5th company. I'm having a company since my early teenage years. And actually I have 4 exits before. Mm-hmm. And mental health is very important for me. It's coming from my childhood. My grandfather was in a deepest depression, suicidal. The other one also in depression, not the harsh one, but anyway, after the earthquake in Armenia in 1988. And after my last exit, I understood that I can use all my superpower building companies in mental health. Mm-hmm. And I started my PhD in mental health in psychology, and as right now it's an AI era, and my friend of mine for 20 years, co-founder, he is an AI engineer, and he can do whatever we consider right with our professional board to do to help more people. That's how our story began. And regarding the daily routine, we all of us have some thoughts during the day. Something bothering us deeply, something not, something we're blocking, something we're not. And if on a daily basis we give these thoughts a place, it could be 5 minutes, 15 minutes. And someone can write it down, some could not. And in case you can give it a place, it could be like words, it could be typing, it could be drawing, anything. And sit with it, understand it. And of course, without a toothbrush, you cannot brush your teeth properly. And without proper tools, you cannot do the mental health routine too. That's why my comparison was a new norm, my company, with a toothbrush.
That's a very interesting example. Also, I think so practical. So you mentioned you started in your early teenage years. What a story. Is your first company also connected to mental health, just like New Norm?
No, it was my first. New Norm is the first company in mental health. Actually, the company name is like Sestive. New Norm is a product of Sestive, because we also have a sestive.com. It's a working place, a virtual working place for psychotherapists. They can do their sessions online with help of Sestive. But our main mass market product is New Norm. It's application at App Store right now, or web-based too. You can just start talking, and one talk, as we said, one talk in a time, a huge difference in a distance. So, and we have our behavioral science behind the AI that help people on a daily basis just talk and be guided, be supported. That's the main logic behind.
Tell me an example. How does it work with people?
It can be anything. You have a problem with your teenager, you don't know what to do, or you have some feelings towards some of family member, you don't understand where it's coming from, some
Very
aggression.
often.
And sometimes it's not coming from this particular person, it's coming from different places. I can say childhood, I can say anything. And it's very important sometimes to just think about it out loud. And also we enlightened this problem and help you to understand the roots. Whenever you understand the root, this anger, this negative emotion coming to a proper direction. and you start to understand yourself better and start to deal with it. And it's a very interesting process. Of course, I'm not selling that and telling that it could be instead of psychotherapy if you have a deep problem. But I would, as toothbrush cannot replace dentist.
Yes.
These tools cannot replace psychotherapists, but they can work together.
Absolutely.
And my pitch as a researcher in psychology now, as a scientist also, is about how to involve in a proper way psychologists to this process to train AI properly. Because there are around 4 million psychotherapists over the world. And but it's we have a lot of countries that only to 100,000 people coming one psychotherapist. It's impossible, like bear. And at the same time, I would insist that as 100 years ago, toothbrushing was not normal. The same about the mental health hygiene. We need to do it to not abuse, to not be toxic, if you wish, and deal with our problems as adults.
Wow, and speaking about the countries, is it available only in the Netherlands, or in other countries abroad you could also use the app?
It's available in all countries except China. I think I'm right. Yeah, only China. And it's only App Store now. Or you can go to www.newnorm.app, use with your browser from any phone. We started actually from July, launched it with beta testing.
Yes.
But we are busy with it almost 3 years. And I really, as a behavioral scientist, as a person who used to be in a therapy for 6 years, I want everyone to have this type of tools. And why it's different from, for instance, ChatGPT, etc. Because in psychology, you cannot be pleased. It's very important. There is a special technique, scientifically proven techniques for 100 years already, coming from almost religion, etc. Because psychology is a new priest right now. Then we can use them to prevent aggression, to prevent different things. Because I'm sure that our current political leaders, or even Jeffrey Epstein, if in a proper time he would use a proper help, it would prevent a lot of negative actions.
For the whole world.
Yes.
Agree, absolutely. And starting teenage years, and right now working with a company that spreads all around the world. How did you come to this fast growth? So, I mean, maybe not fast, but how do you think about it? What do you feel about it?
Starting from that, I am 42 years old, so it's not fast, but it's my speed.
Yes.
My first career, I started it at 16 as a journalist. I'm from a small town, Gyumri, in Armenia. And then my first company was, selling books.
Psychological ones?
No, any books. Any books. I need really earn money for my own books. But my first serious company was 22. It was a delivery company. We deliver documents and credit cards in Armenia, and different type of anything, but as in the Yerevan. And we used to have as a client Coca-Cola and HSBC Bank, etc. Because it was era, like it was 20 years ago, no digital world, etc. And it was very innovative at that time because we used bicycles in Armenia and different types of transportation. It was cool. And we exited it in 3 or 2 years. Later, I used to be a VP in different companies and different positions, like product owner and later VP of innovation, marketing, product related. And in Orange France Telecom, in Silicon Valley, in Switzerland, it was my career. In parallel between, I was busy with a marketing agency for 8 years, the best one in Armenia at that time, Morocco, and the second digital factory, because I wanted to understand how marketing works, how psychology works behind, how people make decisions. And if you right now working in Yerevan, 30% of brandings is belong to, maybe to our agency.
Yes.
But 7 years ago, I understood I wanted more, and only marketing or branding is not enough for me. And I moved to US, to Silicon Valley. A friend of mine invited me to be a VP of business development, and I really wanted to understand how startup world work. I really didn't understand how people pay money, raise money for nothing, for just an idea. And then I moved to Switzerland also, and I used to have a wet wipe share in wet wipe manufacturing because I'm a very opportunistic person too. I see when we can like earn some money and make some deals. It doesn't drive me, to be honest, but I can do it. So whenever we exited from that business too in Romania, I understood that I want to do something for myself. I took a gap year for the first time since I'm 16, because in between of this career, I'm married, busy. I had 2 kids, and my teenager is 14, sorry, and 11 right now. And I understood that mental health is the most important thing after the environment, because we need to have a place to live eventually.
Absolutely.
But why mental health is so important? Because you don't want your parent or your boss or your husband or whoever be in a not good condition to deal with you.
No.
And you also don't want to harm persons, and you understood that very often you are doing it because of inner pain. And very often people, they don't realize that they are covering their inner pain by aggression. They don't know this. As 500 years ago, people didn't know that plant is round. Like they literally don't know that. And I'm sure that in a couple of years, with a new technology, that they have an access to this technology, because we have this science behind, people can be more happier and work for more prosperity. We can have.
Absolutely. You mentioned you have a family, and of course, I understand the dynamic of having your own experience to coming through the concept, the idea of building new norm as well, but. Did you also move to the US with your family first?
No. I was flying back and forth very often. And because my husband during that time had a job in Japan.
Wow,
and
very international family.
They were in Armenia with my grandmother, nanny, and my mother-in-law. And we had a rule since the beginning that always one of the parents should be with kids.
Yes.
Day and night, and during the night time, 100% should be at our house, and also our kids were always involved in our businesses. Always we discuss with them what's going on and presentations and speeches. That's why maybe my my daughter, she's 11 right now, launched a company.
Earlier than you?
Yes, earlier than me. Mia Mishka, her name is Mia.
Wow.
And she just started, but yesterday...
Should she join our podcast maybe?
Soon. And she pitched yesterday me the idea because she wanted me to invest money. And I was really like, what?
Where did you get all that at 11 years old?
Yeah, so and I think if you involve in your kids and not try to be a superhero or they understood and they kind of more mature and maybe brave for a certain extent.
So you and your husband were kind of taking shifts, taking care of the children, and then Switzerland. Did you move then together?
Yes, we moved together to the Switzerland, 4 of us, and that decision really was hard because it happened after the war between Armenia and Azerbaijan, and it was very hard time to leave the country, psychological wise, etc. But we moved to Switzerland because of my job, and because I needed a break of this, after the war, and then we decided to move to Netherlands after a couple of years because we liked that Netherlands. maybe Netherlands more international. You can speak English here.
Yes.
And I liked international schools more here. Not only like from the educational point of view, but also from financial point of view. And also that here in Netherlands, we have a more international vibe here. I can say we already, but I like it's more fast and speedy. While in Switzerland, it's more, like
steady, slower going.
Slow and not my type of vibe.
Right.
So that's and kids like it more here
than in Switzerland.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what about US? I think it's quite a speedy processes there as well. Why not US?
From time to time, I'm coming back to this question with my husband. But US is very different, of course. And I'm talking about the Silicon Valley. And, we understood that even in Silicon Valley, you have to have someone who will take care of your kids 24/7, like physically.
Yes.
Carpools, and that's all because you cannot let your 11 years old to go to school.
Yes.
It's not safe. Here I can. In spite of for Dutch people, Rotterdam, wow, it's so
put them on a bike and go.
Yeah. But here I really can.
Yes.
Of course, I'm calling with tracking, etc. I can let my 11 years old daughter to have her privacy because I'm sure that you should let your kids live their own small lives too from certain age, and 11 it's that age already.
And build businesses.
But it's very important because we used to have this freedom in our yards and with our friends, and it's very important. And that's why I prefer to stay here, and we like the Rotterdam International Secondary School. We choose it. We really took time, and I really like that school for my both kids, and like the environment because they have friends from Japan and from post-Soviet countries, from Italy and from our US and from all other friends, and they're going, they knew their culture and respect their cultures. While if you go to the local school, I used to go in Russia, you kind of try to blend yourself unconsciously, which is not very good. And I want them to keep their identity, but at the same time respect and know other cultures too.
I think it's an amazing place, as you said, to still have your identity, Armenian background, Armenian culture, but have also people around you from different cultures.
Yes.
So was it more of a family-based decision to move to the Netherlands?
For the family and for kids' perspective, because you should take care of your kids and you should understand pros and cons, we made this decision.
And if we consider the whole Europe, not taking the US, would Netherlands be your top choice?
English, again.
Yeah.
I don't have right now capacity, unfortunately, to learn another one because I need to understand, AI and how startup works, team and clients and psychology. I'm doing my PhD now with psychology, and it's so much I need yet to learn. Every tiny minute I have, I'm learning the psychology, methodology, etc., etc., etc. So I really don't have this capacity to learn any other language. It's not realistic anymore.
It's good then in the Netherlands you can speak a lot of English
also
here.
I'm trying. I'm really trying to learn. And it's very hard because whenever they feel that you are not very good, they switch to...
Of course, they switch to English. Beautiful thing, but also if you really want to blend in, of course, Dutch is a priority. Yeah. Although English is still the way to go here. How long have you been in the Netherlands already? How many years?
3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you kids already feel that's the place they want to finish maybe university and then build businesses here?
I don't know, honestly, because they are very ambitious, and it really depends what they will choose for themselves, and it's only will go, I think. I think it's early. But my son, he will go to a top university, one of the toppest in his field, and it depends where it will be. And for him, it's very interesting thing that for him, there is no culture they're afraid of.
Yes.
And it depends where it will be, he'll just go. And if it's for instance, Delft, and because it's a very good university,
then that's great.
let it be. But I'm not sure. But they like it here. They really, what I like, that they really respect all the cultures they are in Switzerland or here, and they try to get in, try to learn it, and really understand. It's so important to respect the culture you are. In, and
Absolutely.
And this country welcomed us. We are expats, and this country really like expats.
Sure, it does welcome them very well.
Yeah.
So mental health is also very important in the Netherlands in general. I think it's a very burning, big topic here. Do you also see that reflect on your business, that it's going maybe better in this country than in countries where mental health could be more of a stopper for people?
On the base of again, we started from July, and we have users from Netherlands, and they speak Dutch with New Norm. And I think that, yes, we have from Finland even users. And I think these northern countries, maybe because of the weather, maybe because of other things, they are more eager to have reflective conversations. And they are maybe more lonely sometimes. From the country perspective right now, I just started try to cooperate. I think we will do it with Erasmus University from my PhD perspectives and for company perspectives. At least I'm very open for it.
Yeah.
And I think, and what I felt from the community and universities, also they are also very open-minded.
Absolutely.
So yes, I think we will do it because it's a very good base. And also what I can say in comparison with US, Netherlands from mental health perspectives, it's much more open-minded. And Netherlands adapt quicker the innovative technologies, even in mental health, way quicker than any other country. It's very interesting, maybe because Netherlands is small, or historically we here depend on the technologies and water, etc. And that's why historically people here are more eager to adopt quicker new technologies. That's why I can say yes.
And of course, using AI, as you also said before, I think about 10 or 15 minutes ago already, that, 10 years ago, it was such a different topic. There was no even mention of AI being that widely spread. And right now it's all built around here. And I think in mental health, it's definitely a big revolution happening, especially in the Netherlands.
Just very important two things about mental health and the new era, that unfortunately a lot of people name themselves mental health specialists without any education, and it's very easy to promote this idea in social media. People should be very careful. Please be very careful who you are dealing with and check the education. It should be higher education in mental health. It's very important because damage could be really huge.
Huge, absolutely.
The second, for all tools I adore, like ChatGPT, Gemini, etc. They are very cool, but they are not for mental health. No. You can ask questions, how many typology or modality, statistical questions. But as why we have so many cases worldwide, like this suicidal, etc. Because it's pleasing you and it's wrong from the mental health perspectives. So that's why it could not be. So please, if you go to a specialized tool.
There's a very big difference and big real problem of a lot of cases with ChatGPT, is exactly as you said, people being suicidal and ChatGPT enforcing them, so to say, to yes, you're doing correctly.
It's one of my things that sometimes I could not sleep because we have all this trained model. For these cases, it sends you and say prevent and say stop, please go to hotline, etc., and help, etc. And whenever we train it with our professional team, we have a team of professionals from US and Switzerland and Netherlands and Cyprus. Whenever we train it, it's so important and it should be so careful. And this is very important stuff to really make understand, because any tool could be a killer, and because any tool, anything, even hot water. So you should really understand how to use it and what and how to deal with it. It's very even new norm. We are saying that we are 17 plus, because for the teenagers, in spite they of course have this need, it's very hard to train the model properly. That's why my PhD is how to train the model properly, because it's really nobody knows right now.
No, it's all very new. So what are the future plans for the company in the Netherlands or around the world?
It's it's US company. I hope to have a team here too, and branch here too. For the new norm, I'm sure then in a couple of years it would be in everyone in let's say 8% of populations by 8%, because on a constant basis, anxious typology of people needs new norm. On like lifetime from time to time, like everyone. But our main target audience is like 8% of the people who will be used as we say right now, like therapy and thinking space. But I'm sure we're gonna have our mind information, and and whenever you talk with New Norm and share everything you want, New Norm knows about it, about you and your life. We are building the mind cloud, like your mind information, and you can communicate with your mind information with help of behavioral science. There is nothing like right now. It doesn't exist. It exists in all our like documents and heads with my co-founder, our team, because I'm sure that we're gonna deal differently with our information here and here, because it's connected, and it is my like dream. Because it will help people again be more prosper and more adult and more present. So this is my dream world, and I think in a couple of years, it will be a new norm to deal with your mind in a new way.
Absolutely. I think that's really great and life-changing plans, because that impacts a really big part of the population, and it really deals with the basics of the human beings. So any final words of wisdom for all the entrepreneurs, let it be international entrepreneurs or Dutch entrepreneurs, because we have both of them in the audience. Maybe something you could say from the whole journey of building businesses, being in the Netherlands, building a business in the Netherlands as well. Something you could share.
Just it's very obvious, like it's very hard because it's unknown. You are dealing with unknown, and every book you are reading, it's about past. And these guys, they were dealing with something in the past. So there is no rules. You are driving something, you don't know what, you are going somewhere you don't know. I mean, you plan, but anyway. The most important thing to understand who you are, why you are doing it. It could be different reasons, very small reasons, money, but be honest with you, why you are doing it, and if you can do something else, do something else. You should be an entrepreneur if you cannot do something else, because it's so hard. It's so hard mental. You know that mental health, like entrepreneurs, they're dealing with 3 times more with mental health problems than average people, and the stress that startup founders is under on a constant basis is equal to war situation and the soldiers. So if you can do something else mentally, do something else. It's not for everyone. If you cannot, be loyal to yourself. Sometimes it's VCs and others says you shouldn't do this or that. Understand that it's your company, your rules. If you fail, you will be the responsible. If you succeed, everyone will be the responsible. This is the truth.
Yes.
So just do whatever you consider right. Be loyal to yourself. And if you do it in a healthy way, it will be good for everyone around.
Good thing that Unit City provides a good, healthy way to actually deal with all of the bureaucracy and have less stress, or can I say no stress at all for you when you're coming here to the Netherlands, because we take care of all of the procedures and all of the bureaucratic things so that you could arrive here smoothly, softly, and just have a good landing and run your business already on the ground. So contact us, and you have all the links in bio, all the materials, also the link to New Norm and to Diana's account, and of course, any final words you would like to say.
Yeah, just deal with it, go live your life, and don't afraid to have something incomplete, because there is no ideal stage for anything.
Sounds like a good plan. Thank you so much for joining the podcast, and we see you on the next episode.